Before I was an SDM, I spent a while making training videos and all different kinds of e-learning. I fell from there into product management for e-learning, and then I didn't realise, but a lot of what I was doing as a product manager was actually the role of a delivery manager in the civil service. So a friend who worked for the Ministry of Justice mentioned to me that she thought I'd be brilliant at being a delivery manager. So I fell into product management, and then I realised a lot of what I'd been doing as a product manager is actually the role of a delivery manager. All of that agile coaching and all of that kind of team health and supporting in areas where there might be gaps in the team and building people up so that they can be the best whatever their profession is. That was the part of product management and team management that I really, really enjoyed. So that's what I brought to the civil service as a senior delivery manager. And there's been so many transferable skills from working in teams and making sure that everybody is happy to come to work, making sure that everybody knows what they're doing, and just by supporting the team, treating everybody as a human being and looking after everybody as human beings, you enable that team then to perform at their best. So I think a lot of other careers, a lot of other jobs have transferable skills that they could bring to delivery management. So you shouldn't necessarily feel, if you don't have the digital background or you don't even have an agile background, it's not the technical skills that make a good delivery manager, it's the energy and it's the desire to make everything nice for people, make other people happy.
Way before I was the lead delivery manager, I ran my own business putting illustrations onto China tea sets and tea towels. And I guess there's quite a lot of similarities. So I did have people that I looked after in my business. I was constantly kind of adapting my approach depending on what was happening in the market and the feedback that I got from customers. After that, I worked in an architectural practice in the kind of new business and marketing department, looking after justice clients, actually. And after that, I became a delivery manager with a company called FutureGov. And that's really where I understood what Agile was, what being a delivery manager was. Because up until that point, I'd read the job description and thought, that sounds like something I can do. It's kind of transferable skills. It kind of uses like bits of leadership. It's kind of creating engaging things. It's meeting people's needs. But up until that point, I didn't really know what Agile was or that delivery management was a kind of craft in its own right. And it was there that I learned the craft.
So before I became an ADM, I've actually been a civil servant for probably just over 20 years now. So I joined the prison service 20 years ago, working on the non-operational side, working in different administrative roles. So started off as the records clerk, so filing away prisoner records at HMP Wymot, and then just worked my way through different roles in the prison service. As I say, different administration roles, parole clerk, request complaints, pin phone clerk, things like that. And then I moved on to be a quantum principal contact, or a QPC, and that turned into the IT manager role. So that's sort of where my interest in IT and digital came from within the prison service. And then Prison Nomis came along to replace the old system of lids, and there was an opportunity to be a national trainer, and I thought, well, that might be quite cool, just travel around the country, visit some different prisons, visit lots of different staff, and that was a really enjoyable role. It was quite intensive because it was a lot of travelling around and spending time away from home, but it was really enjoyable. It was something that I enjoy doing, which is, you know, helping people learn how to use something and seeing that sort of penny drop when people understand how to use something. I get quite a lot of enjoyment from that. And then after the training finished, after Nomis was rolled out, there was a national support team, the application support team that was set up. So I moved into that role. So I was national application support for Prison Nomis. And this was all before MoJ Digital came along. So it was like what came before, basically. And then MoJ Digital came into being, I think that was around 2015, 2016, and we just started getting an awareness of the work that was being done on that team. And it was almost a little bit like, oh, what's sort of going on over there? That all looks quite interesting. They're doing things in a really different way than we've done things before. Hearing about this new agile way of working, which was a really new concept to the prison service. We'd always done things in that traditional waterfall project management. So it was sort of chatting to people and hearing about this new agile way of working. And then over the next couple of years, as it became more established, as MoJ Digital grew, we started just getting an awareness of different roles that were available and just spending time working with people and asking for opportunities to shadow and learn more about the roles. And then I think I just sort of gravitated towards a delivery management role, because I think I had a lot of the skills there already from jobs that I'd done previously. So I've always, as I say, gravitated towards jobs that involve organising, spending time with people, just helping people wherever needed, and just trying to sort of smooth the way when people are trying to get things done. That's something that I really thrive on. Certainly the people side of things and working in teams and making sure that a team is supported. And I recognised all those things in delivery management, and I thought, well, that maybe this is something that I can move into. You know, I've got some skills there, and then it's something that I can learn more as a profession. Where previously I felt like I've just moved into different jobs. I've done something for a couple of years. I thought, oh, I'm a little bit fed up with that now, move on and do something new. It sort of felt like this is a profession that I can move into. This is something that I can get really skilled at. There's a progression route there that I can see through the different levels. So coming in as an associate delivery manager and then moving up to delivery manager and senior. So I just saw that as an opportunity to say, yeah, I've got some skills here already and I can build on those more to progress through. So the best bit of advice that I would give for somebody considering becoming an associate delivery manager is just reach out to the delivery community. That's totally how I got into the role. That's how I've seen other people get into the role as well. We're a really open, transparent, welcoming, friendly community. And whenever somebody's curious about a role in delivery, we'll say, just come along, spend some time with us. Come along to one of the community of practices, come along to one of my team stand-ups or one of my team retrospectives. Just spend some time with us. Just sit in on the call, listen to the sort of things that we talk about. That is the best way to learn about a role in delivery, I think, is just to come along and see it working, spend time with the people. And I just think straight away you'll see what a lovely supportive community it is. And you'll see, actually, you'll hear the job title delivery manager and you'll think, what on earth does that involve? And it's a really difficult role to describe, because when somebody says to you, what do you do as delivery manager? You go, well, some days I might not do that much because everything might be ticking along quite nicely, but then other days there might be loads of things that need working on. And it's really difficult to pin down those different tasks that you do as a delivery manager, because it's really dependent on what the team needs doing. You are totally there to support the team, make sure that they're working in the most effective ways. So you've really just got to spend time with people that are doing the job. I would also say as well, spending time with people at different stages in their delivery career as well. So spending time with associates, spending time with delivery managers, spending time with senior delivery managers, and just seeing the variety of different tasks that are involved in the whole profession.
So before I was a DM at the MoJ, I was a retail supervisor at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, of all places. There are some similarities, strangely enough, between the two jobs. A lot of it is about people. Communication is key, kind of organisation, and a lot of those kind of soft skills, I think, that did transfer. The difference is obviously the technical knowledge, understanding the environment. There's more of a focus on managing kind of stakeholders' interests and weighing them up with your own team interests as well, and managing that, helping the PM to manage that relationship. But I think at the core of it is about people, and those things are very similar. They both involve managing a team, looking after their interests, sometimes doing a rota for things that people don't like to do. But as a team we get through it, and it's much better where I am.